This is Afternoon Sports Scene, Scotland's results programme on the first day of the season in the Scottish Premier Division. These are headline makers so far. Stuart McCall gets Rangers Premier defence off to a flying start with a goal against Kilmarnock at Ibrox this afternoon. Pierre van Hooijdonk, Celtic's Cup final hero, kicked off their league campaign with a goal against Raith Rovers at Starks Park. It's 1-0 Celtic. And all the latest scores and the details coming up. But Rangers fans had some celebrating to do even before their match against Kilmarnock this afternoon had begun as they took delivery of their 7th consecutive league flag. Celebrating at Ibrox, the honours done by the Rangers chairman David Murray, now chasing title number 8. Great excitement at Ibrox, of course, about the draw for the European Champions League, but David Murray knows well that Rangers must keep on winning the domestic championship to gain entry into the Champions League. Let's go. Celtic the winners and Rangers 1-up against Kilmarnock at Ibrox. Stuart McCall with the only goal of that game so far into the closing stages. So from those latest scores for the first time. Final score from Ibrox, Rangers 1, Kilmarnock 0, and the champions kick off with 3 points. And a vital goal. He doesn't score too many, but an important one today from Stuart McCall for Rangers in the second half. To Ibrox, Rangers Kilmarnock, Chick Young.
For the station was the name of the game at Ibrox. No Loudrip, no Gascoigne, and almost nearly no goals for 44,686 inside the stadium. But the Rangers supporters did get the victory they expected in the end. They're also given their first sighting of Oleg Salenko, a second-half substitution for Charlie Miller. But it was always a nervous match for the champions who raised their 7th consecutive flag before the kick-off. Just one goal separated the sides from Stuart McCall in the 79th minute, but the ball only fell to him 4 yards out because of a dreadful mistake by Drago Lekovic. His indecision was final as the ball came across his box, and McCall couldn't believe his luck. In fairness, the goalkeeper had 2 marvellous late saves, but the damage was done. Rangers back in the championship trail, but if they continue to play like this, it could be a long, nervous season for their fans. Full time at Ibrox, Rangers 1, Kilmarnock 0.
Okay. Of the Bell's Scottish Premier Division season, Stuart McCall scored the only goal for the champions Rangers against Kilmarnock.
Derek, you were at Ibrox today. What did you make of Rangers? Although we've always got to bear in mind this is only day one.
I think all the time when the old firm don't do so well, it's always down to them not playing well. But you've got to give credit to Kilmarnock. They came to Ibrox today. They didn't show much in the last third of the pitch where you're trying to score goals. But defensively, they played very well. And for 79 minutes, it looked as if they were going to get a point out of the game until Stuart McCall stepped in after a bad mistake by Lekovic, the goalkeeper.
Much of the pre-season publicity is centred in Gaza, not naturally, but in young Charlie Miller, I think he's still only 19, Rangers surely have a great talent.
Well, I thought on Wednesday night in Cyprus, he was the man of the match by far. I think he was magnificent. Kiriakov, the little man that played so well at Ibrox and played well for 70 minutes at West.
Good afternoon and welcome to a new Premier League campaign and a new season of the country's favourite sports programme, Scott Sport of course, coming up as we kick off today.
Rangers unfurled their 7th league flag in a row, but it wasn't a flying start for the Ibrox men despite a win.
But first, Rangers, fresh from qualifying for the Champions League, kicked off their bid to win an 8th consecutive league title at Ibrox yesterday. But they were up against a Kilmarnock side determined to spoil any flag celebrations. The commentator, Jerry McNee.
So the Rangers chairman, David Murray, comes out to huge applause to unfurl Rangers' 7th consecutive championship flag, and their 8th in 9 years. So a proud moment for David Murray. Rangers' 45th overall championship, the first shared with Dumbarton way back in 1891. So it's been a big week for Rangers, qualifying for the Champions League and now set to defend their title. Players like Gough, Brown, Durant and McCoist have been in from the start. And this indeed is Rangers' 90th major domestic success. If you add 26 Scottish Cup wins, 19 League Cup wins, and of course they sampled European success in the Cup Winners' Cup in 1972. The Rangers make 2 changes from the team that faced in officers. Out are Paul Gascoigne and Mark Hateley. In come Trevor Stephen for his first appearance of the season, and Ali McCoist. Ian Durant, despite some hefty knocks the other evening, is on the bench, along with new signing Oleg Salenko. Kilmarnock make 1 change from the side which beat Dumbarton in the League Cup. Out goes Gus McPherson, who's injured, and in comes Mark Reilly. The referee is Jim McGilvray from Edinburgh. So Rangers kick off another season here at Ibrox Stadium. And another full house. And of course Kilmarnock will be attractive visitors. They had a fine season last time around. They'll be hoping to really consolidate. And they've done such a marvellous job as well with their ground. So real credit to the Premier Division and Alec Totten's man. So Neil Whitworth, the player signed last season from Manchester United. There's Goff climbing high. This is Ali Mitchell. It's Skilling. Down there by McLaren, away by Robertson. This is Charlie Miller, who had such a fine game in Cyprus. The ball's given away though by McCall. And the shot going in from Wright. A bit of slackness in these early stages, giving Paul Wright a glimpse of goal. He was quite far out, but again, Walter Smith won't be too happy. This is Stephen. Falls to Connor. That's Reilly. This is Whitworth. Poor ball by him. It's cut out by McCall, but promptly given away again. Stuart McCall perhaps feeling the effects of midweek, but a couple of errors by him in these early stages. McLaren. McCall again. Charlie Miller. Good skills by him. Getting away from Ali Mitchell, stabbing it down the line for Robertson. Robertson using his pace, doing well. It's McCoist, and the great save by Lekovic. Well, superb play by Rangers. Ali McCoist with the lancing header. The ball stabbed through by Charlie Miller to Robertson. He got in a great cross. The header from McCoist, and the goalkeeper doing extremely well. It's through now to Charlie Miller. Nice little ball by him again, back to Robertson. Looking for McCoist. Oh, McCoist almost getting a free header at that. Black was there, so too was Montgomery. But in the end, he caused no real problem. But David Robertson again getting in some decent crosses in this first half. McCoist having to stretch for that one. McLaren's header, laid off by Jury. This is Miller, challenged all the way though by Connor. It's Montgomery who emerges with the ball, now it's Mitchell. This is Wright, given away though to McCoist. Robertson, McCall. McCoist, very tight in there. Rangers work it all the way back. Stephen Wright's got space on the right-hand side of the field. Goff plays it short though to Trevor Stephen. It's across now to White to backtrack a bit. Through now for Petric, who's broken out of defence. This is one of his great strengths. And he tumbles to the ground as he was challenged by Whitworth. The Rangers player is okay, but coming forward there. And, Whitworth mistiming his challenge. Free kick to Rangers. The home fans not happy, but Petric survives that one. He's so good at breaking out like that. And here's Trevor Stephen now. Goff's well forward, off the bar. The header coming off the bar. Well, Richard Goff rising above them all. Just failed to pick him up properly. And there was a penalty claim there as Whitworth tried to clear the ball. But the referee was well positioned and immediately waved away the claims as Whitworth went for the ball. Goff looks in commanding form this afternoon. This is Jury with a good first time ball and very unlucky as he tried to find Charlie Miller. This is Mitchell. David Robertson's taken a knock. Rangers down to 10 men at the moment. So David Robertson off receiving some treatment for a cut eye. So Oleg Salenko, the new signing from Valencia, warming up. Rangers still playing with 10 men. Walter Smith has now come down to the dugout. And Stephen Wright, meanwhile, has come across to the left back area with Petric filling in over on the right-hand side in the absence of Robertson. This is Goff, McCall, Trevor Stephen, McLaren, Stephen Wright goes in a good run. Meanwhile, Robertson has reappeared on the track side as play continues. The Rangers get themselves a free kick. And the linesman just checking. So Robertson comes back on to applause. And that goes out for the corner kick to Rangers. McCoy may need some treatment here. The referee just checking. He's okay. So Petric moves to the edge of the area. Goff's up there as well. It's Trevor Stephen who strikes it. And Whitworth does well under pressure. But Trevor Stephen has it again. In comes Goff! So applause from the Rangers fans for the skipper. Trevor Stephen delivering some good crosses. And Goff, who hit the bar earlier with a header, sent it one wide off target. So Goff's header. McLaren. Went away though. This is Ali Mitchell. Through for Brown. He tries to find Mitchell again. It breaks away now to Paul Wright. The early cross from him. It's a good one. And it was Henry who struck that one, and it came off Petric, and it's gone out for the corner to Kilmarnock. So that brings a cheer from the visiting fans. Petric there. Just getting a touch to the ball before it went out. Ali Mitchell who's going to cross to the far side to take it. Whitworth's well forward, just on the edge of the area. Montgomery's in towards the near post. Petric who clears, on as far as Black. It's Tom Brown trying the shot. It's well wide, and in any case, a couple of the Kilmarnock players had strayed into offside positions. Petric it was, clearing the ball. And just at this stage, the linesman's flag went up. And in any case, Brown's effort going wide of target. Here come Kilmarnock again. It's Brown. That's Skilling. He's got Mitchell wide. There's a bit of a gap opens up though. Mark Skilling, just 22 years of age, trying his luck there with under 21 honours. Quite at home either in defence or in midfield. McLaren's in trouble here. There's opportunities for Rangers to keep the ball in the deck, and they're knocking it into the air a lot, making things difficult for themselves. But, McLaren, as he turned there to take that ball from Andy Gorham, immediately he was in trouble. So Walter Smith, obviously not over happy. And he comes down again to the track side for a word with Archie Knox. So McLaren is having to leave the field for treatment. The Rangers, for the second time in this first half, will continue with 10 men. Smith is reorganising. Played in the direction of Jury. Away by Whitworth, picked up by Ali Mitchell. Kilmarnock could maybe capitalise here. They've got the extra man. This is Brown. Onto his left foot. It's away by Goff. And as far as Reilly. This is Black who strikes it. That's a tremendous effort by Tom Black. Well, you remember it was a free kick from this same player against Rangers, which kept Kilmarnock in the Premier Division a couple of years ago. That was a superb effort from the defender. And Andy Gorham watched it carefully all the way. Meanwhile, McLaren has come back onto the field. This is McCall for Rangers. And Montgomery makes a challenge as the half-time whistle sounds. Well, an interesting enough first half. Rangers certainly had their chances. Ali McCoy's coming close with a glancing header. It was Robertson who provided the cross. And McCoy's brought out an excellent save from Lekovic. And then Richard Goff moving forward for the set piece, sending his header against the crossbar. And at the other end, Tom Black had a tremendous shot for Kilmarnock, which went past Andy Gorham's left-hand post. The half-time score here at Ibrox Stadium is Rangers 0, Kilmarnock 0. So Brown and Wright start the second half. Kilmarnock didn't fare too well against Rangers last season, losing all 4 league games. Rangers scored 8 goals, Kilmarnock got just the 1. Kilmarnock did have a success here a couple of seasons ago. And Mark Roberts scored, he's on the bench today. And Bobby Williamson scored a dramatic goal for Kilmarnock in the closing seconds. There's no doubt about it. Alec Totten has them playing some good football. This is Skilling. Brown, challenged by McCall. McCall battling hard, he does well. This is Charlie Miller. Stephen. David Robertson. Stephen again. Stephen Wright's galloping forward the right-hand side. It's played in his direction. That's to check his stride, though. Tom Black comes across. This is Black. It's cleared by McLaren. Stephen looking for Miller. The ball cannons off the referee as Miller takes a tumble. In comes McCoy. Now it's Trevor Stephen. This is McCall. Sending it through for Miller. Montgomery comes to meet him. He lays it off now to Stephen Wright. Good little ball by him to Trevor Stephen, but Connor makes a good challenge. And Charlie Miller plays the ball off Montgomery for the throw-in. Again in a line with the penalty area. Ian Durant has gone out to warm up as Stephen Wright takes the throw-in. Played through for Wright. Black's there. He's caught. A chance for Ali McCoy. Well, McCoy's trying the overhead kick. The ball going behind. Couldn't quite catch that one. Tom Black seemed to have that situation under control. It's McLaren for Rangers. Goff. Stephen. Goff playing it through, that's a good ball in the direction of Robertson. That's really caught the Kilmarnock defence. Rangers are pouring players forward here. Charlie Miller's in the middle, and comes Jury. That was a superb pass from Richard Goff. Sending the ball way through in the direction of Robertson. Great pass by the Rangers skipper. As the cross come over, McCoist and Jury are coming in, but neither could get to it. Charlie Miller was there also. And a good long kick from the keeper. It's headed away by Goff. Picked up by Robertson. Now it's Petrich. Been challenged all the way by Brown, and he'll be booked. Well, he's already been warned by the referee. Well, the referee's shown a lot of patience, and now he's decided to take some action. So it was Petric trying to get forward, and the Kilmarnock player pulling away at his jersey. So he's shown the yellow card. So Rangers now about to make the change. Charlie Miller is leaving the field, and huge applause goes up for Oleg Salenko. Well, Charlie Miller took a knock a few moments ago, but it certainly now gives Rangers more firepower. We'll have Juri McCoy stand Salenko. So on comes the Russian international player. He's actually played here at Ibrox before in a friendly for Dynamo Kiev back in 1990, which they won 3-1. So he's no stranger to the place. And if he could break the deadlock for Rangers this afternoon, he'd be an instant hero, no doubt about that. Kilmarnock giving a decent account of themselves. But Kilmarnock not carrying much of a goal threat. It's a good ball through now to Robertson. It's cut out by Whitworth. Charlie Mitchell back again, doing some good defending. That took the sting out of Robertson's cross. This is Petric. McLaren goes on a run forward. There he is, chests it down well. This is McCoist. Juri flipping it through. McLaren still well forward. This is Black. It's given away though to Juri. A stumble by Juri, and he gets the free kick. A chance here for Rangers to break the deadlock. Petric moves forward, so should his Goff. A testing moment for Lekovic and his defenders. A lot of movement in there. It's Trevor Stephen over the ball. And Kilmarnock concede the corner kick. Robert Connor heading the ball behind. Well, McLaren decides to come forward now, and it's David Robertson who's guarding things at the back. So again, it's Trevor Stephen who provides the cross. Goff climbs for it, and straight at Lekovic. Well, Goff has certainly been well in evidence this afternoon at the set pieces in the absence of Mark Catley. He's been coming forward more and more. But that one not really testing the keeper at all. Straight at him. So Goff's header. It's picked up though by Connor for Kilmarnock. He's challenged by Stephen. Connor doing well. Kilmarnock retain possession. This is Whitworth. Connor again, who's found himself a bit of space. Through now for Brown. This is promising for Kilmarnock. And the curling effort going in from Tom Brown. So Robert Connor involved in that move all of the way. But in the end there was no real problem for Andy Gorham. This is Durant. Through for Goff. Wright's in a bit of space. Stephen Wright providing the cross. Falls to Gordon Juri. It's a corner kick to Rangers. So that gets the crowd going. Juri trying to hit that ball down, but had to settle in the end for the corner. So again, Goff has moved up. Petric is on the edge of the area. McLaren's there as well. It's Durant who strikes the ball. It's a poor one. Left to Robertson, who can deliver the long throw. It's in towards Richard Goff. It comes off Whitworth. Here's a chance for McCoist, and it's McCall. Stuart McCall scores for Rangers. Well, delight among the home fans, and sheer relief among the Rangers players. Stuart McCall stabbing the ball in at the post. and relief all around Ibrox. Well, it was a long throw that came in from Robertson. Goff was still well forward. He clashed here with Whitworth. Black lost it. There was a chance on for McCoy. The goalkeeper clawed it away, and McCall did ever so well. It was an awkward one for him, and you can see the sheer delight on his face. It's Rangers 1, Kilmarnock 0. This is Goff. Brown was in an offside position there, but the linesman rightly kept his flag down because there was no real threat, and he was trying to get back on side. So a foul throw, and the ball goes Kilmarnock's way. This is Tom Black. It's Black again, taking a return from Montgomery. It's challenged by McCoy, still he has it. Well, Andy Gorham started coming from his line, decided to stay put, and it was McLaren who took charge of the situation. Black sent the cross in. McLaren responded. Now it's Goff breaking out of defence, leaving it to Jury. Just too many Kilmarnock players around him. It's Connor. Mitchell. Goff lunges in, and he's going to be booked for that. Well, I could have no real complaints there. He lunged into that one, and he caught Henry. So that's 3 yellow cards in this match. And the Kilmarnock fans claiming there that Petric had impeded Brown. Richard Goff was rushing to get back after his booking. This is Henry, surrounded by Rangers players. It's Durant who emerges with the ball. There's a bit of a break on here. It's Salenko. McCoy's wide to the right. Still it's Salenko. Durant's going through the middle. McCoy's in a lot of space here. It's McCoist. Salenko. This is Stephen Wright. There's a little change of direction by him. Through for McCoist. Good play by McCoist. It's Stephen Wright. And another fine save by Lekovic. Well, Stephen Wright coming so close to his first goal for Rangers. And a splendid save by the Kilmarnock goalkeeper. So McCoy is sending a delightful ball through to the fullback. He got plenty of power into his effort, but the goalkeeper responded well. It's Petric. With a minute of injury time played. Here's a chance for McCoist, and again the goalkeeper denies him. Well, that's 3 excellent saves in this match by Lekovic. He did well there, going in bravely at the feet of the Rangers striker. This is Brown. He's challenged though by McLaren. Played off by Durant. Rangers are in the driving seat and just content to knock it about. Does another panicky one by Gorham. But the final whistle sounds and Rangers pick up 3 important points. Stuart McCall, the man who made the breakthrough after 79 minutes. It was David Robertson who provided a cross from the left. Goff challenged Whitworth. The ball broke to McCoy. The goalkeeper managed to claw it away, but McCall was following up to send it into the back of the net. The final score here at Ibrox Stadium is Rangers 1, Kilmarnock 0.